Soon as you start walking, jaws start dropping, champagne popping, yeah. It's the one that they keep talking, but I can't knock it, 'cause that thing rocking, yeah. I met a woman at the champagne party.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Champagne Party. I'm your girl Sparkle. Hey.
Sophia Elizabeth, Sonia Denise. What's up, y'all?
Hello. It seems like it's been forever.
It's been forever, ladies.
Forever in a day.
We're back like we never left.
We've been around the world and back.
Yeah, we've done a lot since we've not been here.
So what have we done? Let's do some recaps.
Y'all
half us went to Africa.
We went to Africa.
And y'all was, jumping through the gardens.
Doing our little African stuff.
She is your queen to be. Hopping on one foot. Louder. And then we went to Miami.
Oh, yeah. You guys are turning up in the MIAO.
Yeah, for what I remember, it seems like we kept falling asleep. Like,
oh, my God. Just like Vegas.
Yeah.
We can't do both. We can't pregame.
Vegas, we always go to sleep.
We can't pregame and drink later on. We got to just pick one.
The thing is, we can't have late events.
Yeah.
We just have to have regular events in the day.
Miami, they go out late, though. Like, their night ends at, like, 4 or 5 in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's why we have to rest and then get up and go.
We should have woke up at midnight.
I did one of the nights, and then I tried to get you up, and you're like, yeah, slobber. I was like, oh, she's sleeping so good. I felt bad. I was like, but come on, I'm ready to go.
It's just crazy because when you get a moment to sit down, that's what happens.
That's what you do.
Yeah, especially when you're out of town because you're so used to the rat race of LA,
right?
That you get somewhere and you're like really have nowhere to be. But I mean,
and then the beds be so comfy and just that relaxation.
And then when you're out of town, you know when to leave. When I'm drunk, if I feel it and there's no food, it's time to go because you ain't trying to look a hot mess and be stumbling and can't stand up straight.
So not at all.
Well, we got off the boat and she couldn't stand up straight in Miami. She was mixing Blanco tequila though. And Blanco's a no. No, Blanco tequila. If you mix anything with Blanco tequila, your life is over. You're either fucking or fighting.
It's not good.
Or falling over.
I didn't do any of that.
4 of them. The 4 F's.
No, thank you.
Fuck, fight, falling over. The 3 F's.
Did I fall over?
Yeah.
You told me I didn't. I was just
we had you balanced. We didn't even let it be known that you were falling over.
That's so crazy. I appreciate that.
You were taking the Blanco shots.
I was, and I looked at it and I was like, it shouldn't be that bad, but I didn't realize how much. I don't know when there's so much going on. Yeah. It's just like here.
No, because you know what though, when you're already drinking, you think, I could do this, and then it just hits you out of nowhere. Especially when there's no food, or if you get food late in the game.
Yeah.
If you already got buzzed and you get food late in the game, you're gonna fall. Yeah.
You're gonna go to sleep. You got the sleepiness on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for good friends though, because even shout out to Robert Valentino.
Oh yes, thank you.
One of the besties that was there. He actually helped carry.
You guys had a good time.
He even came to the room and sat down for a second. We fell asleep again.
All I remember is waking up to you. Get up! And I'm like, your flight. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, we're not on the boat no more.
At first I thought, I'm not going to tell her. I'm just let her miss it.
You're wrong.
And then something in me jumped up and said,
y'all are crazy. I would have attended, but we had an opening for my new shop.
Yes.
It's called Clovis. Yes. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to go.
Yes, if you guys are in the LA area, you should come visit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1682 East 41st Street, Los Angeles, California. It's called Clovis, so you guys got to come visit us.
Definitely.
It's so congratulations, babe. I love
it.
That is super
you've been working real hard on it and stuff. She ain't been talking to nobody. I'm like, where is Sonia? She in there working, honey.
Listen,
well deserved, ladies. The Wiggins family.
Yes,
so we gotta make sure we go and check it out. Make sure everybody checks it out too and stuff.
You guys gotta come check it out.
Get it cracking.
Yeah, get your little care package.
Turn up.
But it seems like everybody's beefing this week. It's like
oh my,
everybody.
I clocked out of the beef.
It's been crazy.
It's so much.
I thought it was just going to be a little bit, here and there, and I thought it was going to go away, but that shit kept going. Shit, it's like everybody. I'm even catching strays and beef, and I'm like, what the hell? Real. It's been awful. But Kendrick and Drake, they've been having this beef going on, and it's been very entertaining.
It singled out to them though. After everyone else fell off, it was like head to head.
Wait a minute. So who started? There was some.
It was other Metro, Future,
Rick Ross,
Weeknd.
The Weeknd. I didn't hear anything about
who
the
was
Weeknd
the Weeknd
until
the Weeknd was on the song too. The Weeknd has beef with Drake too.
Oh wow.
Dang, they said everybody get on it.
Okay.
They were trying to say that the reason why his security guard got shot is because of the beef because of Weeknd and Drake, because they're both from Toronto.
That's what I was trying to understand. Like, what did the Weeknd have to do with it?
But why does everyone have beef with Drake? That's the question.
He be running his mouth. He be fucking wives, and he just don't care. So.
It has to be deeper than that. I don't think it's just about the fucking dick and pussy game. I think it's like something.
He runs his mouth. He don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
All that.
That's wild.
Yeah, and then maybe he's like cock blocking on some situations. He could tell someone just hating and just. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it makes no sense to me, but.
Yeah, and then Rick Ross, his plane went it's funny how the shit happened because Drake and Rick, they was, talking shit about each other's plane. And then Rick, didn't he say something about Drake has like a little plane or it still got cigarette holders or some shit?
I think he's leasing that plane. I don't think that's his actual plane.
Who, Rick Ross?
Yeah, I heard, Drake said something like, that's a rental plane or some shit.
And then so Rick Ross's plane went down in Texas.
Yeah,
and he tried to say that Drake shot his plane.
Drake shot his plane down.
But yeah, how all of a sudden your plane goes down and you just don't so happen not to be on it?
It's crazy.
What happened to the pilot? Was he okay? Okay.
Well, they landed good. It just one of the tires or the wing or something.
Yeah, it was just a little fender bender.
All of a sudden you had a fender bender. Okay.
No, for real.
So you're saying Drake did it?
Probably.
Oh shit!
Drake. I was seeing something earlier about like Wendy Williams, like how she was the first person to kind of expose Diddy.
Oh yeah.
And that like afterwards they thought she was crazy. She got fired from her New York radio show, but then moved to Philly, and she was the first to explain like how dangerous it is to go against.
The grain with these men.
Yeah, with their undercover life. Yeah. Like I think at this point it doesn't matter. You should just live your truth. But don't do illegal shit. Like don't fuck with minors and don't.
Oh, yeah.
Have hostages and have sex slaves. Like, don't make somebody do something they don't want to do. Right. There's so many able and willing people that would do nasty shit for nothing. Why make somebody?
Free.
Yeah, some people just have fetishes and they're sick in the mind. So it's like.
Yeah, so because crazy. I don't want it, it's more exciting for you.
Right.
Because I don't want you to molest me. Right. It's more exciting for you.
Turn on. They're like, tell me no. Like,
right. Because if I'm willing, you think I'm a dirty bitch, but because I don't like it, I'm an angel.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so innocent. Because
9 times out of 10. Right. Like what?
You like?
And now I'm gonna take it from you.
Because I don't want to get groped on. Like,
yeah. It's a crazy world.
I don't want a dick wiggling in my face.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
a crazy world, honey.
No dick wiggling 2024 campaign. Don't wiggle dicks at people who don't want it.
Well, that part for people that don't want it. Some people that want it.
You can wiggle it all day.
Keep
but
it
the ones
to them.
That don't, please.
We don't want that shit.
Just keep flicking it to yourself.
I don't want to be wiggled on. Okay.
Leave it to yourself. That's the lesson you learned from Diddy. If he would have kept his wiggle to himself, we wouldn't have these problems.
Keep your wiggle, baby.
Wiggle your dick to yourself.
Wiggle.
You could be in the corner. You could do porn. You can get a blow up doll. Just leave it to yourself.
It sounds like you're having flashbacks about something, girl. You okay?
I'm like gonna be the head of the campaign of no dick wiggling no more. Don't give your dick to bitches. Don't pull it out for people who don't want it. It's sexual harassment. Like even on the girls' end with the guys, like don't give your poom poom to guys who don't want it. Don't shove your poom poom in niggas.
Sense.
It's sexual harassment.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we got a new relationship alert, and I really want to know what you guys think about this. But have you guys seen Ruby Rose and Drewski.
Oh
weird.
My gosh.
Very weird.
Actually, it's
Why is
weird,
it
but it's
weird?
kind
but I
of cute.
think it's for the check too, and they're cute almost.
Yeah.
What kind
I
of
think they're
check you
from
think
Sim-
they're trying to get?
No, she's trying to get his little check. Drewski on the up and up. He on the rise and rise. Mm-hmm. He doing
They're from the same
that
class.
sports betting, so he's making millions doing that.
Oh my God.
I thought this was cute, but it does.
I like the bag.
Take off that Nike fucking bandana. You're not playing. You didn't just get finished playing basketball, nigga. Stop.
He need a bag.
Like
he just
him
looks
in
like he
that
need a bag. He looks like he needs to sit in the tub and bathe for at least 2 hours.
Oh, Drewski.
But he got a cute little chubby face. He just
really
looked
like
Everyone's
dirty.
like, to be honest, Drewski's fine. When did he become fine?
when he got
Nah, I
that
ain't
money.
going that
Oh my
far.
God.
He got a cute little chubby face, but he not fine.
He must have
everybody
that
was
lang
like,
lang because I don't see
what?
someone fast like her just settling down with a nigga like that just for money.
Well,
she got her own money.
Well, that's what she does.
She
What's
got her
make
own
her
money.
so fast? You know what? We had I don't think I sent that one in. Oh, here we go. Just bad
Fast.
beginnings. Bad beginnings.
Yeah, fast.
They had
What
the
makes
whole like everybody that she's ever, I guess, in the light that she's ever been with or whatever. And they said she was with all the Migos. I was like, what?
I would
I
definitely
can see
that
it.
would be a good time.
I can see
for
it.
sure.
Who else?
3
was it?
amigos
Hold on,
in
let me
one
see.
room, definitely.
In
Just
one
toss me
room?
around.
Wait
Oh
a
yeah,
minute.
I would do that. Yeah, for sure.
yeah?
Hell yeah.
Well.
Unavailable.
Mate, I might, you know what? Just for
You
RIP,
unavailable for that?
RIP
Unavailable.
Takeoff, I would exclude Takeoff and just have Quavo and Offset, and I would definitely. That
Why
would be a good time.
So you would exclude Takeoff?
Yeah, I would.
I would exclude
Well-
Takeoff and what's the other dude?
Offset?
name? Offset. No.
No,
Quavo?
I would take
Quavo.
both of them at the
I
same
wouldn't
time.
want Quavo or Offset.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
mean,
want
I would take
Takeoff.
Offset, not the Takeoff or the other boy.
You would take
Oh, okay.
Offset?
I would take Offset. I like
He's
that dark
a-
skin. And he,
Oh, you better
and
get
he-
that chocolate.
He got lang lang. He got that
Ooh,
lang lang.
Didn't somebody? Never mind.
Yeah, he got that lang
I
lang.
never did nothing with that man.
No, I heard just a story replayed in my head. I'm sorry, but we'll talk about that another
no,
time.
we're gonna talk about it since you brought it up because it ain't really nothing to talk about.
I mean, kind of.
I was just on set. What do you mean, kind of?
I was just on set. Look,
I was rolling my little roller bag on set, and they was all three. Hey, this is like so long ago too. This is like
What was long ago?
it was a long ass time ago. I don't remember, but it was a
8
long.
years.
I don't know, but maybe like 5. I don't know. I don't remember. So, and then they're hanging out the trailer. Hey, and I'm like, you don't address me like in my head. Like I don't respond to no A. And then Offset, he came off, and then he tried to grab my back. He's like, let me help you with that, and I was like, okay. And then, but he wheeled it over to the trailer, so we was standing outside talking. And they're like, oh, so what are you doing? I was like, I'm part of the video shit that's going on. And I didn't even know who they were. It had to been way before.
They got popular.
Yeah, because I didn't even know really who they were. And then Offset was just like, oh, let me get your number and stuff. Let's hang out. So I gave him my number. And then I went in, I met one of, I think you know the girl. She was in there with me. And then we were just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, he keeps texting me all this crazy shit. Like, he's a fucking
Didn't he
freak.
show his dick or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
Hello, Dick Pic.
oh, wiggle. No. And I just was so turned off by his behavior and then just how he,
Just
like,
loose as the goose.
Like, you
Yeah.
think I'm one of them ones that just gonna be like, oh, okay. I don't
Okay.
feel,
They
that's
do,
rude.
though.
Yeah.
They do.
What's the guy that was in the restaurant when we were there that one time trying to?
Oh, Takeoff. That was
Yeah, it
Takeoff.
was
He like,
Takeoff. Yeah.
Takeoff was like
he's
Takeoff
a,
wanted Sonya.
what did
Yeah.
was he a gentleman?
He was really
He
nice.
was very
He
nice.
was quiet.
Yeah, he was very shy. Like,
Yeah, we met him
I
with
don't
Hood.
really like
Shout out to
shy
Hood,
guys.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Rest in peace
And
to Takeoff.
Damn.
Takeoff was always.
Yeah.
Every time we
He
ever seen
seemed
Takeoff
like-
was with Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we seen him at
Rest in
Toca
peace.
Madera.
Mhm.
We're at Toca Madera.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
rest
he was
in
a very
peace.
nice shy guy though.
Yeah.
Nothing
was
like
cute.
Offset.
Oh no, Offset was true. I
Nothing
was
like
like, what?
Offset.
In the- Do
Offset.
what?
Guys
I was
want to
like,
drop off dick, and
block.
Offset is definitely a drop off dick kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a drop
I
off
would let him drop it.
Would you?
With his check.
with his check. Oh,
Sorry,
Lord.
Cardi, I love you, baby, but you know he's a fucking drop off dicker.
Yeah, she got her work cut out for her, boy.
Bless her heart.
Also,
You better go find me
new-
some more, baby.
Also, new relationship. Keisha Cole and Huncho, they had a little drama.
Girl, you make
That
the debate
was
look bad,
crazy.
Keisha.
And I love me some Keisha Cole, so I'm like, damn.
She's
like,
never been good in relationships, though. Bless her little heart.
That's where all
that's
the good
like
music
us being
comes
with a
from.
24-year-old. You know what I mean? Like that's the same thing. Like one of us being with you would look at me crazy if I was taking a 24-year-old serious.
I'm like, yeah, y'all going to the
Are y'all getting married?
Especially if you see him running around town with that other girl. For her
was,
music video, that was stupid.
Gloss, yeah. And I'm like, damn, like sometimes you got to look at the people that they go for, even though they said that was for a music video, but I guess she was with him.
They
before.
was feeling each other.
We was in the bed together. He was telling me shit about you, bitch. He didn't claim you. Like that's embarrassing.
She was showing their text messages together.
You crying over a man who don't want you. Like
that's horrible.
That's the one thing. If you cheat on me, just don't let this bitch come for me. Like. Respect the woman that you fucking around on, even if you claimed it.
Yeah.
But what made her think that was hers? Because y'all fucking raw? Like, y'all niggas need to stop dropping off raw dick and making bitches think that you're my man.
Who think it was whose? Keisha or the other girl?
I think the man made them feel like they're the only ones.
Both
you dropping off raw dick.
Yeah.
Bitches ain't just fucking niggas raw that don't want to be with them.
Yeah.
You're not just fucking a nigga raw for nothing. Like,
that's true.
That's true.
But girl, he is fine. He's not that fine.
He's not fine at all.
He's almost fine.
Well, you already know.
And I love a dark skinned man, but he's not the kind I want.
He must have that fucking 12-inch alligator. Like,
he is tall.
We have a video of Keisha. She was, she's clearly saying no. She's saying that's her man, and she ain't going no.
She's sticking beside him.
This was after.
She said, "I ain't letting shit go." Yeah.
Throwing up gang signs.
Girl, you are too old. You want to think because you Keisha Cole, girl. First of all, get that Cruella DeVille ass strike off your head.
Hey, I ain't gonna let you do Keisha like that, okay?
That Cruella DeVille fucking stripe gotta go.
Don't do that to Keisha.
That Cruella DeVille stripe gotta go. That's all I'm saying.
Keisha looks
you do whatever you want after that. But that little Cruella DeVille little swoop gotta go.
Little signature thing, right?
No,
with
it's
the blonde
not.
hair and the little black thing down the middle.
I never knew her for no signature, nothing. Like that has to go.
Shit.
It has to go.
I think she had it back
She just
in the
looks funny now that you're arguing over a 24-year-old. Like,
now, is she really
been looking funny for
okay,
a
so
while
let's
now.
just put this out there. Would you fight for Lang Lang? Would you fight no matter how old he is?
I think he's in his 20s.
Whether he's 50 or 24, would you fight for Lang Lang?
No.
I'm not fighting for no Lang Lang.
Tony, would you fight for Lang Lang?
No.
Now I'm fighting for disrespect.
Well,
now,
Cardi B said she'll fight for Lang Lang.
And we friends and you trying to fuck on my
Cardi
man,
B said she'll fight for Lang Lang.
You can get dragged for
that's
that,
probably
but
how
not just to be fighting over some
I'm
dick.
just not for the fight.
They want you to fight over some dick.
It doesn't matter what they want you to do.
Yeah, it'll happen if you stoop to that.
That's why you kind of have to date ugly ladies. You have to date ugly or rich.
Even the ugly ones is getting out of hand.
Because I'm not gonna date broken ugly. I may date ugly, but I'm not dating broke.
He's not cute. He's dusty. That man
definitely looks like he need to wash too. Yes, he needs to wash.
I mean, is it the poom poom eating or the dang-a-lang? But at the end of the day, if you're not getting a fucking property or houses or like you're not getting taken care of in a way where you're like a princess, dick is not enough, ladies. We need fucking equity. We need fucking property. We need land. We need oil. We need fucking gold. We need diamonds.
Yes.
Diamonds are a man's Follow Anna Nicole. She knew the fucking program. There's a lot of old men who are sad and lonely that need a couple titties in their face. Just give it to them for a few years and you'll be taken care of.
Throw the titties in there, okay?
Throw the titties.
You know,
I lost my diamond today.
Y'all have a few on the side.
It's a long story.
I'm looking for my bracelet too.
I hope it's at home because it was.
Which necklace was it?
My new one, the real
diamond.
Yes, and I'm like,
oh man,
Kim, there's people dying.
Huh? What? I missed it.
When Kim lost her earring?
Oh yeah.
Kim, she was like, Kim, there's people dying.
He went in that ocean.
Shout out to Courtney. Courtney Kardashian, you are fucking real one for that, girl.
Sophia,
there's people dying.
It's a one-of-a-kind diamond.
My diamond necklace. Oh.
Okay, so it was the only. Don't do that because it was a nice. That necklace was expensive.
That's all I can think of when I hear shit like that. Kim, there's people dying, holding a baby.
I can't
fucking in Tahiti somewhere. You lost your fucking earring in the ocean, bitch. You're not finding it.
They did find it though.
No, they didn't.
No, I don't believe that.
They never found it.
They pretended. No. They told her they did. They made believe like a tooth fairy.
Didn't tell her.
Kim is definitely the one to put a make believe tooth fairy story on.
She literally hired scuba divers.
We found it. Yeah. Oh my god.
She hired scuba divers, a dive team, and everything. No one found it.
Oh, my head hurts. Oh, y'all killing me.
No one
found it. Finding a diamond ear is like finding a fucking fish sperm. You're not gonna find that shit.
Why are you trying to find fish sperm?
Why are you trying to find your diamond earring that fell?
Because it's a diamond earring. Like, shit. But
I've never had a diamond earring. I've only had one pair, but the back would fall out that easily. But
yeah, I hate
sorry
that
about
shit.
that.
You
That's
gotta
not
get
funny.
the screw on.
Yeah, that's not funny to laugh at, but girl, there's people dying.
Yeah, there's people dying.
You're laughing at me, and I don't appreciate it.
Yo. That episode was
anyway.
It was.
So you guys know who Bernice Burgos is, right?
Yes.
I like her. She's cute.
She's very cute.
They call her grandma online though.
Well, she's
in her
grandma.
40s, but she's a very beautiful.
Yeah, what
grandmother.
age is considered a grandma?
She's like 43, but she is a grandmother, a real grandma.
That's
why. So
she's a gilf.
is now with Jalen. Oh shit, what's the Jalen
Rose? I
What's
don't know
his
his
name?
name.
Brown.
Oh, it's right up there.
Jalen Brown.
He's 26. So people are giving her backlash for dating a 26-year-old because I guess he just posted like they're official and all that stuff. So
She's
if you go
43.
official, then but she looked good for her age.
I would definitely date younger, and I get it. He has money. He's a high valued man. But I mean, does he have kids? Like,
but he's younger than her daughter.
Oh no!
And so they were saying, why didn't he go for the daughter and all that kind of shit?
Because the daughter's madly in love with the baby.
You know why?
daddy.
Because guys like to jerk off to posters, and she might have some OnlyFans. Like, niggas want the horny shit. They don't want you to look like a nun. They want you to look like a fucking whore.
Yeah.
Who has not figured this out
They
yet?
definitely want you
Men
to look like
want
a whore.
whores.
They
do.
definitely
If
want
you
you to
want
be
a
a
man
whore.
and a husband,
It's
become
true.
a whore.
Become
So
a
is that the
sloppy
trick?
whore.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a whore for
Yes,
them,
ask
or
every
just
white
like a
man
whore
that
in
took
general?
a black man.
Yeah.
and
So wait a minute.
Like, are you supposed to be a whore for them or just a whore in general?
just a whore in general?
Okay.
I'm changing my route.
And they'll marry me?
They don't give a fuck. You could
Let's
have
go
married
whole
10 times by now if we
powers.
really wanted to, right? We could have. We could have been that fucking what is it?
I mean, I could have
Elizabeth
settled a
Taylor.
long time ago.
We could have been those women, but we chose not to because we took it seriously. But
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna like you more when you're slutty than when
so-
you're not.
So you're trying to say Elizabeth Taylor, she was a slut?
Of course, she was a fucking.
She was
slut.
very nasty.
Oh, 2K Dre said he got to be on the show. Okay. We need you on the show. That's Chicago. Shout out to 2K Dre. He has the best music. He's the next one in line for sure.
Nice.
I will say. But yeah, guys don't give a fuck. They'll fuck anything.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right.
That's about right.
Wrap it up. That's what it's about.
That's
Guys
it.
will fuck a wall, a hole in the
A
fucking wall.
You
Makes
know
sense to me.
They'll fuck anything. A balloon. They'll fuck anything.
Not a balloon.
Makes sense to me.
Apple pie. Don't forget what that one's about.
Okay, patty pies. Shit. I got this patty pie for you, baby. Give me the pie. Like, damn. It's so also,
That is so funny.
you guys, remember Jalen Green, the basketball player? He's, Drea. Him and Drea, they're expecting a child, but then, you know, as soon as they come out, then all this other extra shit comes out in the background. He recently just had a baby in February. And shit. So they're saying, like, damn. So
With a girl that's his age, though.
yeah.
Honestly, guys are dropping off dick left and right at your doorstep,
That's gonna be
ladies.
the
You gotta
new
catch
thing,
it or
dropping
not.
off. Are you
She
dropping
just
off
wanted a baby. That's what they said.
Yeah, that's all she wanted. She didn't want
I mean, he's of age, and I understand you might get pregnant by a 24-year-old, but if you're gonna get pregnant by a 24-year-old, let it be a millionaire one, okay, ladies? Take notes.
There you go.
Ain't nothing wrong, but also it's kind of weird, Drea. Like, you've been down the block, you couldn't find someone your age, like you couldn't keep someone your age.
Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that.
I'm not doing her. She's an Aquarius, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, girl, like he looks like a
but what
kid.
about all these
Wasn't he
men
getting
that go
humped?
younger?
Wasn't he getting humped by his teammate, or he was humping a teammate?
Oh yeah, that sure was him in that video. That
Oh,
would've
wow,
been
was
like-
that?
He's a
That
fucking
was
little
him?
ass
That
kid.
was him.
Is this the dude that was shooting the gun?
No, that's what's his name? I forgot his name.
Jalen somebody.
No, it's not Jalen. It's I forgot. I can't think right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, women are having babies for checks now, and you can't blame them anymore. Oh yeah, right there. Look. He was humping her.
Legs in the air and all. Woohoo.
Oh, wow.
And you walking around hand in hand doing photo shoots. Girl, you're tired. Wow. Retire after this, please.
Don't do that.
I better not see you with another one.
I can't.
Somebody's mama need to beat her ass.
Get another one, okay?
Someone's mama need to beat her ass.
What she's talking about.
Someone's mama need to beat her ass.
Okay. I think her mama kind of old.
Mama? Well, if this type of woman got with your son, you would definitely fight her. So both of y'all.
That's so.
Well, at my old age, I won't be fighting anyone or anyone's kids.
I'm gonna remember
for your kid. For your kids. For your kid.
But I will get someone to fight for me.
She's gonna call the Cavaliers.
I'm just saying, girl, you're a man version of a predator.
I should have just put this in the shot glass.
Well, he's over 20.
I get it, but like you're fucking it's whatever. Like I get it. He's a millionaire.
But
like,
what about these men that they young?
I'm just saying his age. Forget the millionaire.
He probably busted his first nut on a poster of her butt naked. Like we said, OnlyFans. Like these bitches been spreading it wide open. Like it's okay. We're all going back to the slut route. You have to be a horny slut to get these type of guys.
Okay.
You know what? We're going to get a guy's perspective on this.
Okay, horny sluts.
I don't know.
They're trapping these niggas. They're not being handpicked.
He was
clearly fucking more than one girl at the same time. That's nasty.
Which one?
He was. He got 2 girls pregnant at the same time.
Oh,
no one wants to be fucking multiple bitches at the same time.
All right, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and ask a man, and we're going to see what he thinks. And we got our guest today. We got Mr. Devinaire in the building. Come on.
Okay, you look nice.
What's going on, Devin? Wild? Don't say we're wild. I don't know what you speak of. Would you like something to drink? Yes. Okay, so we're just in here talking. We got Mr. Devinaire up in here, music producer.
Thank you so much for having me. Sparkle, what's up, everybody?
How are you? So how you been?
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic.
Last time I seen you, had us in the studio trying to hit a high note.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to hit the high note.
I don't know.
Sometimes
Come
you
on,
hit the high note. Right?
So what else? What's been going on since then?
Let's see, all of it, one step at a time. Always personal growth, always finding ways to make myself better every day, challenge myself, build myself, build my empire. Those are the important things, and kind of what that translates into work-wise is spending time recording and working on projects. I feel like we grow through people and projects.
Right.
So always having a project that fits into your vision, that's important.
Okay. And what's your ultimate vision?
Well, I do it in segments of time. So objectively, I can tell you like my life idea is to become the absolute best version of myself and die with no potential. But I do it annually. Awesome. So I have an annual vision. So there's things on my annual vision statement that I read every morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll spare everybody. Never let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. But
okay,
you know what I'm
that's right.
Yeah, some people out there ain't cheering for you.
That's right. That's right.
They're smiling, but you know, at the end of the day, they want you to.
That part.
Just talking about that.
Yes,
that
that's
part.
correct.
You know.
Yeah. So tell us how you got. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my shit together.
You got it right? You got it together?
I think so. Not really.
Okay.
It's been horrible, but I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna be okay.
Indeed.
So tell us how you got started. Like, what pushed you to do music?
I was born into it. So my parents, my parents were in the music business. When I grew up around the music business. My mom and my dad had a band, and my mom sang background for Philip Bailey and Denise Williams.
Okay.
And with their band that they had, I would sleep on studio floors. I would meet musicians. It was just inevitable that when I got a little bit older, that was the route I pursued. We wound up when I was a teenager. One of the people that my dad knew, their son or somebody was a producer or something and wound up getting incarcerated and had all of this gear, so they gave it to my dad. So I grew up with a studio in the house. Oh, and so I would just be making music, and that's just how it went,
That's dope. What are some of the people that you've worked with?
I've worked with probably the biggest person I worked with was Whitney Houston.
Nice.
And then all the way from Whitney Houston to projects of like people on different labels and stuff. Some of the projects, some of the people you may have heard of, some of them you haven't.
How was it working with Whitney?
She was dope. None of the records I did actually stuck on the project, but the camp, I was in a production deal, so that was kind of like, if you want to call it that moment that you actually are able to. It's a crucial moment in your career where you're able to really monetize your talent, and you become, people call it like a big break type vibe or whatever, but it's a whole bunch of, like that Titanic idea, it's a whole bunch underneath the ocean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch that happens before that, but that's the part that people identify. It's like, yo, you on now. And it's like, bro, I've been on when I decided to start. But that's the point that you recognize.
That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, in doing that, it was an entire camp of people. Like my whole family, like I said, is involved in it. So it was family work, and it was a vibe. It was totally a vibe. Now let me tell this story real quick, and then we'll get to some of that other stuff y'all was talking about.
Okay.
But so when I flew into Atlanta, and I came home because we were in Miami. I came home to have my son, and then I flew back. And so when I flew back to Atlanta, I knew Whitney, was coming to the house. We had a thing called the Music House, and the Music House was a house that we converted into a studio. So it was like studios in every room or whatever. So artists would come and work with us there. So oddly enough, I knew Whitney was coming, so I caught my little, I don't think it was Uber at the time. I think it was a taxi. I called a little taxi. I know I went to the Music House, and I expected, I knew Whitney was there, but I expected her to be like in the booth or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just survived, so when I came down, how in Atlanta, and the house is back there, there's a basement. Yeah. So I walked down the basement, walked downstairs in the basement, and as soon as I come through, through the little thing, Whitney and Bobby sitting on the couch. Wow. Like this, right? Wow. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had a little more time. Like,
how was their vibe?
Super cool.
They are so funny to me. I love how they interact with each on the good terms, the good stuff.
Yeah, they were vibe.
It was totally a vibe. Yeah, they were super cool. Everybody was excited because I was coming back, so they was like, yo, Dev is coming back. So I'm sure, Whitney and Bobby I didn't know them, and they didn't know me, but they knew people were excited that I was getting ready to come back. So when I met him, I walked up, and I, of course, man nature, I had to introduce myself to Bobby first. I'm not just going to approach her,
Right.
So he's like, what's up, man? I'm Bob. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm Dev. We shake hands, and I'm like, I'm Dev. She's like, I'm Whitney. I meet her. Like, it's like super cool. It's just like, you ain't even got time to think about it till afterwards. She's like, yo, did I just shake Whitney Houston's hand?
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a dope story.
Yeah.
I love me some Whitney.
I love Whitney
Super
too.
fire. Yeah.
And what are some of the other artists?
I am currently the music director for Faith Evans. So as a matter of fact, I got
some Faith.
She's
one of
dope.
my favorites.
Which one? As soon as I get home.
Yeah,
that's
I used to play that like all the time, over and over.
Really?
I love like she.
Yeah, I love her
voice.
Me some Faith.
Yeah, super dope. And every time you play it on stage, everybody goes crazy. As a matter of fact,
classic.
Yeah, we got a show tomorrow in Houston, so I catch a flight in the morning. Our show Saturday in Houston. Yeah.
Nice. Tell her we say hi.
Okay.
I sure will.
Tell her we love her a lot.
Yeah,
love her
doubt.
down.
Will do.
Right.
Will do. Yeah.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
It's different now. The industry is different now. So I don't really have a hit list of people that I want to access because there's some big stars, but there's a lot of people that are winning that are not big stars.
Right.
So more important to me is being able to successfully accomplish or execute that vision that we talked about. And part of that vision, without going into extreme excruciating detail, but is building a publishing empire. So I'm able to do different things that allow me to generate revenue from the publishing side of it. And so that doesn't necessarily require artists that are big and already have a lot of notoriety. Some of these people can be smaller artists, but if you have enough smaller artists or a dedicated enough fan base, you're able to be very successful in those spaces. And there's other things that you can leverage too. I keep that under my coat, you know what I'm saying? But there's ways that you can do it that turn out to be profitable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You also play instruments too.
Absolutely.
Play the piano.
Indeed. The piano, the drums. Yeah. All
you a whole band.
That's so dope.
It always takes a team. You can't play them all at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, it takes a team. So for me, I enjoy doing that. It's very expressive. It's cool. And I mean, I believe in simple principles. I believe life is comprised of principles, principles and standards. And one of the principles is a gift will make room for you. So those things that are gifted to you, you have to make sure that you give those gifts away, because those are gifts not for you, but those are gifts to share. So
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gifts to share, guys.
See, and a lot of people don't take that in. Like, there's a lot of selfish people. They want to hold all the gifts to themselves. They don't want to share, because that's how you keep it going. You give blessings, you continue to give
saying
blessings.
those people, those stunts their own growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It stunts their own growth.
You might motivate somebody.
Giving, you share, receive.
You might
Indeed.
reach to someone.
Everybody's so used to just getting. They don't want to give anything.
Or share your talents. Yeah. Just because I'm sharing my talent doesn't mean I'm trying to do better than you. Like, appreciate my talent. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the part. That's very important. Yeah. Very important. Now, it takes a entire village, an entire community, even in the gender exchange. You know what I'm saying? Even in because there's a battle of the sexes right now. Y'all know that, right?
The gender exchange.
Y'all know it's a battle. Y'all know it's a battle of the sexes right now.
Yeah.
He came.
So what do you mean by that? The battle of the sexes?
Well, this
Male
is what I
versus
think.
female.
There we go.
Of course,
I know that, but like,
I
how
believe
is
like
the
this.
battle?
I believe a majority of people. Y'all, I'm gonna look right in this the camera. I'm gonna look right in this. I believe a majority of people.
He doing a finger
I gotta
point.
point the finger.
That's when you know they serious.
I believe a majority of people are victims of the algorithm. It's real simple. You're going to see things that, whatever your indoctrination is, you're going to see things that agree with you, and it's going to further indoctrinate you to believe what you believe, even if it's a delusion and even if it's a fallacy. And so I believe that that's what we get. So you get this further divide when it used to be that people would communicate and find common ground and ideas. Now, a lot of times the suffice loneliness, we dig into social media. And when you dig into social media, you get more of what you believe, and that's probably the reason why you're lonely in the first place, because of what you already believe.
It's such a fucking hamster wheel, dude.
Ever since like social media, it's like nothing's real. Everybody's out there trying to pretend to be something that they're
rich.
not. Everybody's doing this.
Wheel,
it's women, they don't even respect themselves anymore on the, to get paid to show their body. They just showing shit for free.
I like showing stuff, but
yes, we know.
To each his own.
I've always been like that though. I was like that before social media. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
But now you can get paid for it.
You gotta
so
express yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like I was okay with like not wearing as much. But not necessarily not being covered up either. Just just being more
being
sexy.
I'm not wearing a fucking thong or string bikini, but it's like I'm still like I liked,
But there's some that's wearing.
I may wear.
I don't even know how
some
they
people
get
are island babies. Some people are like were born to not be around
fully clothed.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not about.
So you an island baby?
But you know what they said? they said that the nudist beaches overseas are flooded with perverted Americans.
Oh yeah.
Americans don't know how to deal with nudity as beauty. They look at it perverted. That's what they try to say. Americans are perverted.
They are.
Like like Europeans, you're not gonna catch them jerking off at a nude beach. They're gonna be more like
that's where all the pedophiles are. Americans.
They're nasty. Very freaking.
You know what?
Or the old white men that are popes, but okay, go ahead.
That are popes. I don't think lust and those types of vibes are limited to a region. I think it can be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? The right or wrong person on the right or wrong day.
Shit.
I know it.
If you don't teach the right biological base of people, then it does become weird. Like you have to teach kids, don't touch people, don't do this, do that. Like, how do you grow up a pedophile because somebody molested you?
Someone touched you, of course.
Like, you have to teach the kids,
And that's now, like what they do to try to cut all this pedophilia down, so they get the little dolls and stuff.
Oh,
they actually started making dolls. For look
the
like kids, so they're like, hey,
so you stay away from kids. That's just enabling.
Wait, the dolls for them to play with that look like kids.
Yes.
Oh wow,
that's enabling.
That's
There's
even
realistic dolls
on a whole nother level of crazy
that they can go and buy and do what they do.
Oh my god!
If I ever catch somebody doing that, you about to see me on
whoever,
I got a
whoever made those dolls,
I'm killing whoever the fuck I see.
I got a question though. So is it better for a person? Let's take a man, right? Let's say it's a female doll, right? And let's take a man. Is it better for a man at those formative ages to experiment with a doll than experiment with women?
Yeah, of age.
No.
Of age, yeah.
I think
one?
you should experiment with a woman.
Of age.
You should experiment with a woman.
If you're of age and she's of age, do the experimenting.
How many
or
people
even
do you know
if you're underage and she's underage, do the experimenting.
I think if you're going to experiment underage, experiment with your
If you're underage and she's underage, do it.
So your son comes home, he's 16, right? And he's smashing the next door neighbor little girl. You rather that than you come home and your son is smashing like a little, you know what I'm saying? Little,
yes, and I'm going to buy him condoms and show him all of the herpes around your mouth, your ears, your nose, your eyes that you can receive by doing sex.
You know that's not going to do nothing right.
No, it will. What? My parents showed me and my siblings and it scared us half to death.
Did it really?
What?
Okay.
Like, I just feel like be of age or be your age group. You know? Don't be.
I got these 3 kids now.
Yeah.
Scared.
I feel like with the dog, like say the son is underage or whatever, and then you bring home a dog. I don't know about that. I think it creates like some
weirdness.
Freakish
it's a perversion.
It's some weirdness that you're giving your child permission.
Just like you're an alcoholic, you could be a sex addict.
Yeah.
We don't want to promote you being overly sexual.
But you know
you
what?
have to like keep it at bay.
But
let it be like normal, like healthy sex. Don't be over like humping a damn. You just could be. You could be humped out.
But see, okay, now watch
and
this.
What if he grows up only want to fuck dogs?
Who in here has been humped out?
What if he only want to fuck a dog?
But watch this though. Watch this. Okay, so check this play out. So, okay, now I'm gonna dig into something so y'all can tell.
Go ahead, let's dig away.
We ready.
So many times. When you have, how long we got on this show? How long?
We got a good amount.
We can stay for a minute.
8 minutes.
Okay, cool.
15.
15, cool. So take a man, right? Take a man. So watch
Tony's
this.
been humped out. Go ahead.
If you take a, raise your hand if you've been humped out. If you take a young man that is not sexually experienced, many times a woman is not going to be sexually attracted because he won't have the confidence and the other things that it takes to pull that woman. So a young man, a kid, many times is getting his education on sex from watching porn, which is just actors. That's not even real. His first sexual experience is probably with his hand.
When he touches
you know
himself.
what I'm saying? Yeah, and hers is probably with herself, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case, or some nasty uncle or something, or whatever. But, I mean, that's a lot of times.
Everybody got one.
Yeah. So
don't be a nasty uncle.
Don't be a nasty uncle.
My dad didn't let me around no
God.
nasty uncles.
Yeah, please not. But when you look at that kid, that young man, he ain't gonna have a chance. You said he should experiment with a woman.
Yeah.
He's probably not gonna be able unless it's I know people who have had experiences with older women, like a babysitter or something like that.
It's always a babysitter, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know
but most men are lying anyway. They're not gonna tell the girl that he never had sex.
Right.
They just gonna move on like they've had it
like
and go along with what they doing.
But why would a man do that?
Because he's insecure and thinking maybe she
That's
wants him
not
to
why.
have. She
That's
wants
not
him
why.
to be the man that have had sex. He's thinking that she wants that. But if you just talk to her, you'll get to know that she's cool with you not having sex and you being the first man that she has sex with.
But see, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a woman who has matured and seasoned in her life. But you got to think back to when you're 17 and you're 18 and your standards and your ideas at that space. Ain't no woman
I just
trying
grew up
to.
different.
Yeah, ain't no 11th grader
but nobody
trying
knows about orgasm.
Right,
You
at
don't
that
know
age,
about that.
I mean, we're a little older, so growing up back in our time, it was different. We weren't on that. You know, we was cool with a man.
Yeah, we were offended about getting fingered.
Like, it was no social media.
I wouldn't get fingered.
What are you talking about? We weren't like, oh, you had sex with.
I was like, I lost my virginity at fingering.
We weren't like that. Now, girls now in age, I get
it.
Okay,
you know what? We want to talk about that, like relationships back then versus now.
Yeah.
And then we also want to hear about your experience because you've been married twice,
whatever
right?
Yeah.
Two times the charm.
We want to know, like, on your take on marriage and what's the difference, how you feeling about all that now.
I would love to share that. Absolutely. What part you want me to start with?
Start with the marriages.
Is it start with the marriages? Okay. What's the specific question I answer? What's my take on marriage?
So tell us how your marriage went.
Oh, okay. I can tell you. So I had 2 marriages.
Okay.
I've been blessed to have not only one but 2 in my lifetime.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and both of those ended in divorce. They were 2 totally different marriages, 2 totally different people. two totally different times in my life. Both of the people are, I would say, I don't have, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I don't have any animosity or anger or bad feelings or negative emotions towards either one of those people. It was just, it really served its time and served its purpose. And I'm grateful for the time that, it was able to be there and that we were able to share that. It was the hardest part of a divorce is this death of a culture. So all the little euphemisms and all the little colloquialisms and all the little experiences that you share, there's nobody to share those with, and that dies with the relationship. So that's probably the most difficult point. You probably hear people talking about triggers. So it might be something that you saw that it's like, yo, that used to be the, thing that but it's like now it doesn't matter anymore. So that is the part that you have to really take the time for healing, to make sure that you're healed before you move on and deal with anything else. But those are my experiences in my marriages.
So what's your take now on relationships, and would you get married again?
Oh, that's a good question. So my take on relationships, there's many different styles and types of relationships, right? So I can't
Tell us about the style.
What style do you prefer?
How we gonna types? So what type gets you longevity? How about that?
So I can't comment on everybody's ideas, but I can comment on my ideas of relationships. So I believe that there are certain criteria that if a person chooses to be in a monogamous relationship, there are certain characteristics and criteria that are important for that relationship to work. If a person chooses to be in a polyamorous or a polygyny type situation, there's still those same principles that apply, but of course it's different.
Quick question: which one do you prefer?
I prefer
now in your day and age.
I prefer polygyny.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What is polygyny?
Polygyny is
Polygamy or polygyny?
Polygyny.
What's polygyny?
That's what I just
polygyny
asked. I'm
is
confused.
Polygyny is one man with
Punani or what?
Basically. I like
one man with multiple women.
No, one man with multiple women.
That's polygamy, no?
That's what all men
that's
want
polygyny.
No, polygamy is marriage to more than one woman.
Polygamy polygamy is for marriage.
So you just want to just be open with no marriage?
Well, it can turn into polygamy, but ideally polygamy is illegal.
You want to start as polygamy.
Polygamy
so why
is
can they
illegal.
only be with you and they can't be with no other guy?
Yeah, because polygamy is illegal, so they came with a new word, polygamy.
Polygamy is not illegal. Yeah.
They said we gonna switch it up on you.
Yeah, polygamy is not illegal.
Okay.
But now let me say.
Trying to find loopholes for the pom-pom.
Nah.
We won't go to jail.
It's funny.
We ain't a pervert.
You said everybody wants that nowadays, but truthfully, nobody should have that until they're able to successfully graduate from monogamy. And I believe that you have to be able to be in a monogamous relationship, and you have to be able to love unconditionally, and you have to be able to we can go into more about those requirements. I mean, you have to really know. I feel like you have to understand culture. You have to understand gender roles. You have to understand responsibilities.
You have to have patience.
You have to have that too. Like a lot of people don't even know the 5 components of manhood that a man has to contribute to a relationship. So how can you possibly be in a polygyny or a monogamy or anything type of relationship if you don't have those parts? And for the record, the 5 parts of number 1 being in God's presence, 2 is work. Number 3 is cultivate, which is very important. You have to cultivate everything in the kingdom. Instruct and protect. These are the 5 elements that you have to do as a man.
So how many women are involved, or how many women would you want to be involved in a polygamy?
Probably 3.
It would depend on what the family needed.
Oh.
Yeah, it depends on what the family needs.
Who's the family though?
Financially?
No, it could be whatever it is. So that's not a role. That's not a choice that I would be able to make by myself. I wouldn't say, yo, I seen this chick at the club and this is gonna be the new wife. Y'all with it? Like,
well, do you tell them off back or ask them, are they interested in that type of relationship?
Are there interviews?
Well, before they're even interested in a relationship, the question is, are they even attracted? So if they're attracted, then, at some point early on, you do have to have that discussion and that conversation about what type of situation that you have, or what your beliefs are, or what your core values are. Because for me, I don't want to mislead anybody, and I wouldn't want anybody to, like, I mean, to make it plain, like I'm not
So
trying
say
to
everybody's
smash
with
like,
it. Yeah, everybody's with it. They know the roles that they're playing. They know they received the pamphlet. They know the directions. They're down with it. They sign on the dotted line. Like what's too many? Like say it's 3 women, okay? How is so you're satisfying all 3 of these women?
And do
Do you guys all live together?
Yeah, do you make them hook up too?
Well,
yeah, we got a lot of questions. So do you all live in the same household?
Well, let me say, okay, so I'm
Isn't
not.
that hard? It's hard to fucking satisfy one.
So
person.
one of the sister wives said, like, your dick's not good today. Can I try someone else? You're not feeling that?
I'm absolutely not.
You like
That,
get out.
I can't be a part of that group.
Number one.
It was good yesterday, but today you off.
No, that's
Today
not.
Your dick limp from this bitch, so I need me a new.
That's not even an option. That's not. I thought we was talking about reality. That's not
can
reality.
they bring a man?
Why do guys do this? We gotta ask him, please. We need to
Can they
understand.
bring a man in?
Absolutely
She said
not.
no.
Let me tell you why.
We just
Let
said
me tell
no.
you why.
Tell me why.
Okay, number one, we're not the same.
What?
Now let me tell you. Let me expound
All the
upon
men
that.
are not the
Lang
same.
Lang
Him and the man are
wives
not
or
the
what?
same. Let me tell you why.
Him and the
Okay.
men are not the same.
I'll tell you 2 reasons why. Number one, men bring the direction and women are the collection. That's what I call it. So women build.
Collection.
Let me tell you what I mean.
Collection plate.
Well, women are incubators. That's what you guys are.
incubate.
You incubate, and that's a beautiful thing. Let me
You make it sound so smooth. This
We
is
incubate.
Let me
Should
tell
and
you
blanks
how.
or not?
Let me tell you how you
incubator.
incubate. If I give you a sperm cell, you give me back a baby. If I give you groceries, you give me back a meal. If I give you a house, you give me back a home.
Okay.
Women are able to take
That's
raw
very
materials.
true. I like that.
Women are able to take raw materials and make them better, and then they can give you back. If you give her frustration, she's gonna give you hell. You know what I mean? So you have to be
Well, talk
careful
that
what you
talk.
put in that woman. So that's why it's so important for a man to protect.
So you could handle 4 women, is what you're saying.
You know, I haven't been in the situation to handle 4 women, so I don't know that.
I like that whole saying of that's pretty deep. Okay.
I'm not available for any of that.
What's the most you've had at one time?
I've only had one at one time. Right now.
Then why do you act like you just be dropping it off?
But he's
I
ready.
didn't say that.
No, I just
I
asked
never
him
said
what
that.
relationship.
Taste tests. Come
I
on.
never said that. So because where I'm at in my life right now, so my last divorce was 2 years ago. And so I've been staying on the solo dolo by myself for that entire time. You know what I mean? I made that choice.
Learning
to do
yourself.
Okay.
and-
What do you
that.
have?
Well,
to,
just
know
spending time
yourself.
with myself.
what do you have to offer a woman?
Me or in general men?
No, you.
What do I
And
have
you
to
take
offer?
care of financially 3
Well,
women.
no, just like what
gotta
are your
work, too.
attributes and
Oh,
what
I
do you
got
have?
what you mean. Okay.
Yeah,
gotta work,
nothing
too.
like
No.
but
I
want-
get what you mean. So the first thing are those 5 things that I said.
Okay.
That's what's required for the actual male and female to be able to coexist and work together. Those are the 5 attributes of a male. The 3 attributes of a woman is she's an incubator, but before that, she's a helper. So she has to be able to help. She has to
We're
be.
talking about you though.
Okay, so let me
okay,
get.
you
No,
talking
I
about
wanted
the
to.
women.
I wanted to clarify the last point.
I
And now,
got you,
now
I
I get
got
to
you.
what I offer.
Okay.
I get to what I offer.
I mean, not strength wise, but yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The things that I offer fit primarily under the last 3 of those 5. It's cultivation, instructing, and protecting. So obviously protection is pretty.
Help should be
it's-
on there too.
No, I don't help her. She helps me. Now protection.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna break that down for you. I'm gonna break that down for you.
Do we even have time to break it down? But
I
that's
know, because I want to hear
So
about it, but I want to
protection-
get to other
Okay,
things.
so protection.
Because I have a point.
Protection is evident, right?
Right.
Protection is like I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna make sure that I keep things that you don't want. I'm gonna understand you first.
I'm gonna keep
Right.
us safe.
And then when we get to
Understanding is a very,
very important. Now,
very important.
understanding falls into cultivation. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
get into. So, as I cultivate what's in the kingdom, or as I cultivate a woman, that means I'm pruning her like a garden. That means that ideas that things that don't serve her, I'm trying to remove those things. Things that do serve her, I'm trying to encourage those things. Or I am encouraging those things or removing those things. Think of it as a flower. So I'm able to put water on it or sunlight or whatever is needed.
You're pruning
for
it.
You're pruning it, exactly. And then instruction is the wisdom from life that you're able to share with a woman. So my primary attributes that I am excited to share with the woman is the wisdom, that I've been able to accumulate through my life, and experiences that I'm able to draw from and to help build what her ideas are. Of course, there's the financial aspect that you can do that, but that's materialism, and that's when you get into that part. A lot of people want to start with that, but I'm like, that's going to be an unsuccessful relationship and an unsuccessful connection if it's based only on materialism.
No, I think that you should start with it to see where you guys are both at financially, because right now in this day and time, everything's expensive. And I need to know that you can handle your own and I can handle my own, and we can come together and handle a lot of things
now
together.
I do believe that family is business. I do believe that.
Yeah, always business.
I do believe that, but I do believe
business.
I do believe that there has to be a connection that supersedes the material aspect of life. Yeah. So
you can't look at people as
burdens.
But
I'm not gonna love you through being broke and I gotta take care of everything.
You want to become a team.
We have to
be an asset versus a liability.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
be a liability.
But you gotta think about this. All of those things are circumstantial. So if you look for, because what if you get a man but he doesn't? What if you get a man with money but he doesn't have generosity? What good is it?
Exactly.
So you got to look at core values and characteristics of that person, and circumstances can change.
Of course.
Just like you can have a woman that's beautiful today. What happens, God forbid, if she gets in a car accident, breaks a leg, and she doesn't look as as pretty or as beautiful as you thought she did.
Right.
Now what do? Are you like, I'm gonna throw her away?
Right.
No, you have to be beautiful internally.
Some people do throw them away. Yeah.
And some people they can't look past that, or like there's so many beautiful people on the inside. There's beautiful people on the inside and outside.
But externally is not that important.
Right. People don't care what you have on the inside anymore. They're just so
that's social media.
It's backwards. Everything is like the new day and age of dating and all that stuff. People wanted what you can do for me, what you got, and all that stuff.
I'm saying
it's not about the inside, your feelings, and that's what's crazy.
Well,
people disregard your feelings and just whatever. It doesn't matter.
And if I don't want to go too deep, but I do want to go a little deep. So
I know.
I'm gonna say this. So if we go back to World War II, that's where things change, and I'll break down how it happened.
Oh Lord, we going back to World War II.
Well,
we don't have time, Devin.
Oh, we don't. We gotta
not to go back to World War II. So we're gonna
get back to this.
We're gonna. I like this.
We're gonna do a part 2.
We have to because that's why I wanted you to come on, because I love the way you put things in different perspectives.
Indeed.
And the way you I love it. Yeah. So we definitely have to come back.
Okay, I would love to.
But before we leave, we're gonna go to the neighborhood and go left real quick. So what's your favorite sexual position?
Oh, nice one.
You had to think about it?
Well, I like multiple things.
But which one is your favorite?
Yeah, everybody's got a favorite, right?
A favorite. I think one of my favorites may be, what is it called when she's maybe it's a lazy doggy when she's laying on her stomach.
And you're on her
back.
And
I'm on her back. And I'm getting it from her back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of have the hair to one side. You might wrap it around your hand like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want to be up close and
yeah, and then when you kissing, it's like she got to kiss, like her head is to the side. So you like, so you kind of like tongue kiss her from the side while you talking what you're saying.
I don't know what that position is.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That's pretty dope.
It's like a lazy doggy style.
On your doggy.
It's like a lazy doggy style.
Yeah. I'm all.
You on your hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Devinaire, thank you so much for coming to Champagne
Thank
Party.
you so much for having me.
Where can we find you?
You know what? Go to my Instagram. My Instagram is instagram.com/Devinaire Rhymes. That's spelled DEVINAIRE Rhymes. RHYME, as you can see it on the screen right there.
$7.99 a minute.
Okay, Devinaire.
Well, thank you so much. We definitely have to do part 2 because there's so much information that I want to get out of you. You're lucky today because today would be definitely the day. But
I'm saying
it wasn't the day for a reason.
It's for a
reason.
So you guys are kicking with Champagne Party. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday. UBNGO, 6 p.m. And that's a wrap.
Woo, woo.
We miss you.